Well. What do we have here? First of all, I want to shout out our Patreon member, Mr. CW. He hit for 15K last week, and I didn't get to shout him out because I was going to shout him out in the MLB video, but we're going to put a halt to the MLB videos until NBA is over. Once the finals are done, we'll go back to making MLB videos because nobody cares about baseball right now. That's just what it is. So once the finals are done, then we'll go back to MLB. No issues. So yeah, shout out to Mr. CW. Congratulations, 15K up top, and let's go for another 15K on this slate. You feel me? All right. For all you Jason Tatum lovers, I'm gonna need y'all to cover your ears, and I'm not gonna say anything bad, nothing negative, but I've come to a revelation over this current playoffs, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all two things. First, first of all, I got good news and I got bad news. So here's the bad news. Actually, here's the good news. The good news is actually I don't have good news. I got bad news and I got bad news for Jason Tatum lovers out there, and I love Jason Tatum, so it is what it is. I'm not sure. I'm not so sure that Tatum is the best player, the best overall player on that team. Because when we say best, we don't just mean numbers, but contributing and winning. That's something that's important. Winning plays, clutch, getting baskets when the team needs you the most, under 2 minutes, close game, all of that. But that's not the thing. Like, I'm not so sure Jason Tatum is the best player on the team. But the other thing that I got to say is that he's definitely not the leader on the team. And that's for sure. That's clear as day. Jason Tatum is not the leader on this team. Okay? So I just want those two things to be known. And when I say best contributing to winning, when you look at the Boston Celtics over the last few years, how many times have Jason Tatum made a clutch basket or made a clutch defensive play? I can only remember one against the Nets when I think he either got an inbound pass or stole. I think he got the inbound pass from Al Horford, and then he spun off of Kyrie or KD, and he laid it up for the game winner, like game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, something like that. But that's the only thing I can remember from Jason Tatum in the clutch, that a winning play. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, I can give you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 winning plays. Drew Holiday, same thing. Derek White, same thing. But when the team needs him, Jason Tatum is just not involved. And that's just how it is. It's nothing. I'm not knocking him. It just is what it is. At the end of the day, it's like he came out in he's in the league like 7, 8 years now. So it's not like he's a rookie. Not like it's his second year. We're looking at a large sample size. Like, what has he done besides scoring 30 points a game, giving you 12 rebounds? Numbers are nice. You know what I'm saying? But how do they contribute to winning? Like, how do you contribute to winning plays when the team needs you the most? Like, that's the most important question. Okay. Next on the agenda, Mr. Kyrie Irving. I honestly knew that Kyrie was going to have a subpar game because he's just too. When Kyrie's smiling and in a good mood, he's not going to do anything special. He's not locked in. We in the finals, baby. Like, we about to go to game 3, and you haven't showed up yet. Like, how many more games you need before you realize you're in the finals? Your team about to get swept. You got one guy doing everything that's already banged up. He's doing everything, and you're not helping him. And it's okay. Because you know how we know that it's okay? He's okay with what he's doing? Because we've seen Kyrie locked in before. We've seen Kyrie on this stage before. We know what he could do, so there's no excuse. It's not like we haven't seen him before. We've seen him before. But Kyrie's in a great mood right now, and that might be a problem because when you get Kyrie up in a stink mood, when you get Kyrie pissed off at the world, that's a different type of. He's on a different type of time right now. He's chilling. He's not hungry. He don't care. He don't seem like he care. All like giggling and smiling and Google Gaga and chit chatting. No, because we've seen, if you watch NBA for a long time, you've seen when certain stars, when certain players get to the finals, ain't no more jokey jokes. You see what I'm saying? No more laughing and giggling. They locked in. We've seen it with Braun. We've seen it with Kobe. We've seen it with Michael. We've seen it with Scotty. We've seen it with a lot of players. You even see it with Jaylen Brown right now in his interviews. You don't see no smiling, no giggling. You see what I'm saying? You see a focused demeanor. Drew Holiday, focused. Derek White, focused. Al Horford, focused. Kyrie Irving, giggly, gaga, goo. Yo, my mans. You want to, let me tell you something. When tomorrow's Wednesday, right? When Wednesday comes and you see them interviewing him and he's not smiling, then you're going to get a good Kyrie. When you see him smiling and giggling and playing around, you already know it's over. You see Luka smiling and giggling? No, he's coming to work. He's ready for war. We about to go to game 3. We're going to war. You out here giggling and laughing, right? Nah, unacceptable. We need Kyrie locked in. If Dallas has any chance, if Dallas has any chance of winning a game, they need Kyrie locked in. That's all I got to say about that. Shit, got me all pissed off. Out here, you went to game 3 of the finals. You out here interviewing other players and having fancy talk with the Thompson twins when you need to be locked in and ready for war. I don't know what I'm seeing right now. All right, anyway, let's get to this. Let's get to this slate. Kyrie got me pissed off. All right, first of all, you can't build a lineup without Luka. It's just not going to happen because his usage is so outrageous that he just does everything for the team, and he's not really getting any help. To Kyrie's standards, he's not getting any help. PJ Washington is only going to do so much for you. Derrick Jones Jr. is only going to do so much for you. Derek Lively, Gaffer, first of all, this team has no business being in the finals. Because this team ain't that good. Luka just happens to be an otherworldly player. And he contributes to winning, and he's able to keep the team afloat, and then he keeps the teams afloat, and then he tries to win it in the crunch time. That's what Dallas is. That's what Dallas is. It's a one-man show. Kyrie was never reliable in the regular season because you never knew when he was going to show up. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Dallas shouldn't even be in the finals. But now that they are in the finals, we need everybody else to step up. One man is not going to win against the Boston Celtics. You beat Dallas, you beat OKC. Yeah, you're not beating Boston. You're not even going to get a game. The next 2 games are probably not even going to be competitive. But at some point, Luke is going to get tired. Luke is a must play. There's no way around him. You can't fade him. If you fade him, you probably lost. I tried to fade him for the game 2. That didn't work out in my favor. You can't fade him. You just got to play him and then hope that your value piece goes off. You see what I'm saying? Tatum and Brown they're priced too far apart because Tatum isn't that much. Tatum more than likely will not produce that much more than Jaylen Brown to warrant a $3K price cap. Tatum I can't say he is playing a better overall game and passing out of the double team and making the correct play out of his drives. So he should score a lot. He should pay off his salary with the assists and the rebounds, and if his shots go down, Tatum is priced correctly. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying Jaylen Brown is priced too far apart from him. Kyrie, like I said, I just gave y'all a whole thing on Kyrie. If he decides to show up, he's underpriced. If he decides to do what he usually does, then I guess he's priced correctly. Porzingis, I know he got banged up. I wouldn't play him in all my lineups. Derek White, Drew Holiday are locks. Al Horford. If there's no Porzingis, Al Horford becomes a spectacular play. I can't trust I can't trust the rest of the Mavericks. I could only trust Luka. I don't know if the rest of these guys are gonna show up. I don't know what Kyrie's gonna do. See, when Kyrie's in a good headspace, it's hard for me to really get y'all to understand what I'm talking about with Kyrie. I'm not knocking him. He's in a great mood. He's in a good space. So he's not triggered. That's the word I'm looking for. Kyrie needs to be triggered. He's not triggered right now. So he's just gonna come in and two rebounds, 6 assists, 16 points. What I'm gonna do with 16 points in the finals? What I'm gonna do with Dennis Rodman could give me 16 points in the. What I'm gonna do with 16 points from my guard, from my all-world guard? Nah, this ain't gonna work. This is not. This is you, Kyrie. You had 12 points in game one. That's not gonna work. You had 12 points in game one. 12 points? Huh? What? 3 rebounds, 2 assists. What we doing? What am I supposed to do with this? Yo, somebody need to call him right now. Call him up and remind him he's in the finals. Unacceptable. And I can't tell you he's gonna show up on. That's the problem. I can't say, well, he had a bad game. He'll show up on game 3. I don't know that. We don't know that. That's the problem. Washington. I mean, listen. Washington. I think you already got Pete Washington. Like, what more can he do? What more can he show you? Gafford. What? I mean, Luke is getting the most out of these guys. They can't give you any more. There's nothing more to get. There's no more juice to squeeze out the orange. You feel me? This is it. What is it? It's over. We as content creators and the analysts on NBA and everybody that has something to do with NBA or the finals. Of course, we wanted to go 7 games because we get to work longer, we get to produce more content, yada yada yada. This shit is over. Let's cut the crap. This is over. It's over. Let's cut this. Let's build some lineups and let's get out of here because this is over. I don't want to make Luka my captain because that's going to soak up a lot of salary. But we had a Drew Holiday game. Let's pick up. Let's go. Let's have a Derek White game. Only $600 more than Drew Holiday. So let's throw him in there. Let's pick up Luka. Let's get Drew Holiday. Going to play 38 minutes. If Porzingis is in, Porzingis doesn't have an injury designation, so he's probably fine. So that's cool. Al Horford will probably still start. This isn't an Al Horford series, but he's viable to go off at any time. All we need is a few blocks and a few open threes, and we're good. 5,600 Al Horford. I like that. I want one of the Jays. I'll probably take Brown because he's cheaper. Makes more sense. You got to play a value play. You got to get lucky and pick the right value piece. I'll probably say Pritchard. He's gonna get 12 minutes. Josh Green played how many minutes? He played 14 minutes. I probably play Josh Green. He's a little bit cheaper, and he's gonna probably play about the same amount of minutes as Pritchard. No, he doesn't have a bigger upside. None of them do. But they're not gonna really shoot that much in the finals. And then the last guy is gonna probably be Gafford, or Dennis Jones Jr. He's playing 30 minutes, but he's doing nothing. 32 minutes, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 21 fantasy points. And that's a ceiling game for him. That's not what he's normally gonna do. I probably stick with Gafford. And if you wanted to play Pritchard, you could. You still have a couple dollars for Pritchard. So we'll go Derek White, Luka, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Gafford, and Pritchard. And this is how it's got to be. I mean, I would prefer a more balanced lineup, but you need Luka. Luka just does everything. You see what I'm saying? All right, before we go to FanDuel, I'm about to go to FanDuel in 30 seconds. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you've been playing DFS, any sport, doesn't matter, NBA, MLB, PGA, MMA, you're playing, you're spending your money, you're not cashing like that, you're having trouble, you want me to help you, you want me to send you my finalized optimal lineups, cool, no problem. Check out the Patreon link in the description. It's free to join, and then once you find a tier that you want, you can just cross over. We also have lineups in our channel memberships. Just read the fine print, not the fine print, read the details to see what's what. And then we also have super chats open and available. Let's go to FanDuel. Let's build out a lineup. I thought I had this open already. Whatever. I wanted to tell y'all something, but I can't remember what it is. Maybe it's not important. All right, let's get this FanDuel lineup going. Unfortunately, I think that your MVP has to be Luka right now. I haven't built any lineups, so I'm gonna play with it. Pause, but I think right now Luka has to be the MVP. Is he in the winning lineup? Yes, unless he gets hurt. Do you want to get cute? Put him at star? You can, but he's probably just gonna have way more points than the next person. Unless one of the Jays go off, he's gonna have the most points. If you want to be different, we don't got to put him at MVP. Jaylen Brown on both sides of the court has been phenomenal. So has Drew Holiday. Let's put in Jaylen Brown at MVP. Let's throw in Luka. We got 9.5K left. It's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be real tough. Wow. Okay. Wow. Let's abort shit. Let's go back to MVP. Let's throw Luka at MVP. And we're gonna let's do all right. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna really jump out the window. We're gonna hope to God that Kyrie finds himself. We're gonna throw Kyrie, hope for a bounce back game. We're gonna throw in Derek White, sees where that leaves us, 9.2. We're gonna throw in Horford, still have 9.2. And our last guy in is gonna be, we have 9.5 left. Gafford. This is probably the winning lineup with the way the salary is working out. You got Luke up top. You're praying to God Kyrie shows up. Derek White is gonna always do Derek White. I could rely on Derek White more than I could rely on Kyrie. That's not a good thing to say. Al Horford is not no end all be all at 9K, but he has his moments where he has spectacular games. And Gafford, you're just praying to God. Playing Gafford, you're just gonna hold your breath and squeeze your ass cheeks together and hope to God that he doesn't foul out or hurt himself. You feel me? Playing Daniel Gafford is always a risk, but with the salary that we have, it is what it is. Listen, I'm gonna go on and get out of here. I appreciate y'all taking time to watch my little video. You feel me? Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when you're watching this video. I'm gonna go on and get out of here, do something productive with my life. Don't forget to hit the bell, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Check out the Patreon link in the description, channel memberships, super chats, all that. Yeah, I'm out of here. Ciao.